Because I have a full warranty on this till 2026. So if I do a tune, I could void the warranty.
Well, you're playing with fire, yeah.
So
because you have to unlock the PCM,
right? So
right, and as soon as you unlock it, they know.
They know. So my whole thing was take that PCM out, put it in my house, leave it there, and then buy the Diablo whole setup with their PCM. It's like $1,000.
And then just swap.
And then if I ever have to bring it in, I just swap it. But the 1,000 horsepower is stupid expensive. So as you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's $1,000, but what am I going to gain?
But the problem is, so $1,400 a year in insurance, and I pay $85 every month. Yeah, so that's almost what, $1,200 or something like that. This is nice. The wrap. Who did this for you?
RJ from Iconic Graphics.
Iconic? Okay. Yeah. How much?
$600.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
$600 for the wrap. He fixed my window wrap, and then he put the mystery top on the back.
I like this. Yeah, this is looking good. $600. That's nothing. And then what did he fix? The roof? I mean, no, I'm sorry, the hood.
On the side windows, I did it myself, but the stars were rounded. You know, so instead of having points, they were like lazy.
Okay.
So he goes, you can't have that. Okay. So he ripped that all off, and those are his. He made them up for me.
That looks good.
Put them on, and then he didn't like the mystery pop on the back because it was done in chrome, and it was like a heavy script. So he did it.
What was it, Lux before this? Because Lux, I think, does the same.
It wasn't Lux. I got it off Amazon. Okay. So, and then the mystery pop he took off and he made it the same font as what Mopar uses. So.
I can't believe it's only $600.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I mean, he had my car for a week.
I wouldn't mind doing something like this. It's funky and it's not going to kill your bank account, you know?
No. It was too white. I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, so then I see, because this is actually from the 2015 drag pack that has the V10 Viper motor in it. Pushing 1,400 horsepower.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought about it, but I ain't got 50 grand.
So what is this? This is a 14, right?
This is a 2016. I have it 6 months.
Oh, 2016. Okay. Yeah.
I have
so you got the 8-speed in there.
6-speed manual. The 5.7.
You're rowing gears,
and 390 rear.
Okay.
So.
Is the 390 rear, does that come stock with the...
I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of guys that I spoke to at the shows, they go, you got 390s in that thing? I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, well, that's a rare number for your car to have.
How do you know that you have 390s though?
The spec sheet.
Interesting.
Because you can go, Mopar has a Mopar app, and you type in your VIN number and everything, and it brings up the sales ticket, the window sticker, and it brings up everything that's in the car.
So this thing with 390 gears, the low end must feel absolutely insane.
It is. It's insane.
Wow.
I raced a Hellcat.
How'd you do?
I waved as he passed.
Yeah, right. As soon as you hit 30, it's like bye bye.
Yeah. We did it was my friend Anthony. You met him at Captree. He has his Hellcat.
What is it, a Charger or a Challenger?
Challenger. It's an all-white Challenger.
Okay.
He
oh, after you were leaving the meet,
after we left, we were going.
Would you do like a little roll race?
You were like 50.
Okay.
And his son's like 1, 2, 3, and we went. And I stayed with him for about 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden you hear that supercharger kick in.
Yeah, it's bye bye. He's got double the amount of.
For me.
He has double the amount of power.
Oh yeah.
But
it was fun.
That's what it's all about.
It's all,
you know, just having a little fun, goofing around, right?
I love the 5.7. It's a bulletproof motor.
Yeah.
You guys put it down. Yeah, you're right. It don't push out 800 horsepower. But part of the hobby is to build the car.
I agree.
You know,
I'm there with you.
Like my comment. You can't put 10 pounds of boost on a Hellcat. You blow it up. You can do it with these. I mean,
See, I like this because it's a blank canvas. You don't kill your bank account getting into an RT, and then you can make a hobby out of upgrading it, you know, rather than, you know, just going out and blowing your whole bank account right out of the gate and then just trying to, you know, swim or I don't know, you get what I'm saying. You're not killing your bank account, and whatever little money that you have, you can kind of upgrade it every month, every 2 months.
Do
just tinker around with it. Yeah,
exactly. So the only real upgrade I did to the motor was, well, actually not even to the motor, is when I first got it, I ripped out the stock
take a look at it.
Intake, and I put the Hellcat air intake in.
Yeah.
So, and then I have the vents are open.
What I'm trying to say is, if I had a Scatpack, I would be chasing a number.
Yeah.
If I had a Hellcat, I would be chasing a number. So it really doesn't matter what number you're chasing. It's just
right.
All right. So what'd you do? You put the Hellcat.
So what I did is, this air intake tube has a muffler off to the side.
Oh, that's right.
So I took that off. I ordered this from Mopar online, and then the lower air box with the.
Did you notice a nice difference in sound when you're stepping on
sound.
it? Yeah. Okay.
And then I have the air in tube that goes from the headlight into the lower part of the
I would do that right away.
Which is the Hellcat version of it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then I did the billet technology stuff.
Okay. Yeah, this is looking clean.
And then Mad Artistry is doing, I have the regular engine cover, and he's doing a picture for me on it, and that I will post when that is all done. So, and then
what is this? The Scatpack half covers
from Brian. Brian has a white Challenger. I can't think of his Instagram name, but he sold these to me, and then I sanded them down, I painted them all, and they're just sitting on there for now. When I get my other cover, those are going to go out and have something done to them.
It looks clean, like black, just like this though.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
So, and then I did the mixture of silver and red.
So I like how you did everything kind of subtle, you know, like even the 345, like it's not too in your face,
right?
You know.
Yeah,
everything looks kind of actually factory.
Yeah, everything's pretty much factory. You know, I did the pistons.
I think this is the same oil catch can that I have, or at least similar.
Yeah.
The Z bracket. When did you do that?
That I did a month ago. Okay. Maybe.
It works.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's crazy how much oil these things collect, and it's not even supercharged. So.
No, it's not. Yet. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someday maybe, you know. I don't know.
But the exhaust is all stock.
My exhaust is the only thing I did with the exhaust is I took out the rear mufflers and I put Flowmaster Super 40s on.
So you still have the resonators.
I still have the resonators.
Did you notice any increase?
It's louder.
All right, let's hear it.
It's definitely louder.
So Flowmaster, what? 10s or what?
These are the Super 40s.
The 40. Okay.
Flowmaster Super 40s.
Very deep growl. Looks like you upgraded the shifter too, huh?
Yeah, I just put the handle for now.
Okay.
I'm trying to do the Hearst theme, so I'm gonna probably change that whole shifter mechanism out to the billet Hearst.
Okay.
Everybody talks about the other one, the Barton.
Yep.
Barton shifter. I know Work Drive Play has the Barton. He loves it. So, but I'm trying to do the Hearst theme, so I can't really put a different shifter in.
I can't believe you have 390 gears. I'm so jealous.
I know.
That's awesome. So, are you thinking about tuning this thing or what?
So, actually, I was going to talk to you about that.
Okay.
I'm looking to do the Diablo tune because I have a full warranty on this till 2026. So if I do a tune, I could void the warranty.
Well, you're playing with fire, yeah.
So
because you have to unlock the PCM,
right? So
right, and as soon as you unlock it, they know.
They know. So my whole thing was take that PCM out, put it in my house, leave it there, and then buy the Diablo whole setup with their PCM. It's like $1,000.
And then just swap.
And then if I ever have to bring it in, I just swap it. But the 1,000 horsepower is stupid expensive. So
Yeah.
as you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's $1,000, but what am I going to gain?
But the problem is your PCM tracks your mileage, right? So if you take this PCM out and put a new one in, the mileage on your car and on the PCM is not going to match when you, even if you swap the PCMs back and bring it to the dealership. They're going to notice, hey, why is 3,000 miles missing from this car's PCM? So that's the only downside, but I don't think, I think many dealers, as long as you're not camming, supercharging, kind of look the other way.
Yeah. And then the other thing I could do is,
I mean, unless you totally screw up your engine. Like, if you load up a tune and this thing blows up, they're going to be like, bro, no way. Yeah.
But I was looking at the Stage 2 PCM.
Don't do it.
Which I believe
don't do
you
it.
did.
No, I did the one.
Oh, you did
it's
the one.
just so not worth it.
Right.
Here's what, I mean, I was tempted and still am not sure if I would do this, but I would take all the stage packet stuff, the cam, the shorty headers, or they call them mid-length headers. It's basically SRT headers.
Yeah.
Bolt everything on and then get a dyno tune. Because the tunes that they have for the PCM, they're so conservative, they're not really going to net you that much power. But the pieces that they do give you are more aggressive than what you're going to currently have. So I mean, the beautiful part about the 5.7 is they choke the air going in and they choke the air going out. So it's obviously it's a big pump. So it doesn't take much to get it going properly.
Yeah.
You pick up some nice power.
You get your air intake better, and then see, my thought was,
and the exhaust flow out, and you're good.
Shorty headers with 3-inch exhaust out. You know, just to see.
That was my original plan, and I noticed, like, when I did the shorty headers and then put the long tubes on, really the gains were very minimal. But I remember I didn't have forced air, you know, like I didn't have forced air. So it's like you want to do long tubes because as you keep adding power, those long tubes are going to gain, you know, like they're going to be better. You're going to eventually grow out of those shorty headers.
True.
But if you're just going to mod it, cam it, or whatever, I don't know. Shorty headers do a pretty damn good job. 0 to 100.
Even to cam it, you know, at what point do you go to stop? Where do you stop?
I don't know.
And then do like what you did. Pull the motor and you put something bigger in.
No, I know. I know. No, it gets crazy. Like you get to a point where you're like, you're modding, and then I don't know, it's just, it doesn't stop.
I was even thinking about trading this in.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got 6,000 miles on it. You know? So I was going to trade it in.
For what?
And go for a 392 Scatpack. But then I was saying what's going to happen is I'm going to buy a 392 Scatpack, and then I'm going to start modding it.
Yeah.
And
then you're going to go, I want a Hellcat.
Go to a Hellcat.
Exactly.
And then a Demon. And then, you know.
See, what I found is my urge to get a 392 or a Hellcat gets pacified when I mod the car. So for X amount of months, then I'm like, oh, you know what? I just added a little bit more power. I'm good. And then, you know, you add another thing. But like what you just said, I would just get another trim level and just start modding it. The only difference is instead of chasing like 10s or 11s, now you're chasing whatever. You get what I'm saying? And your bank account just absorbs this stuff, you know? Modding your car. And I'll tell you, like, if you get a Hellcat, just a brake job alone will kill you, you know? So those Brembos are expensive. Everything just gets more expensive. That's all it is.
I'm looking at it more for show.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the car shows. You know, when I was going with my Jeep, my wife has a 2015 Jeep all done up. You know, I got like 11 grand into that. You know, so then I bought this for me.
What kind of Jeep?
It's a Jeep Wrangler. It's a JK.
Okay.
4-door. It's got a 2.5-inch lift.
The V6 Pentastar is in there, right? Okay.
Which I just had the lifters done on it.
All right.
Because for some reason that motor on the right side, it burns the lifters out. So it had to do lifter, rock, arm, cam. So it was under warranty.
All right.
You know,
as long as that warranty is gold, man. That's why so many people they want to mod their car, but then they want to keep that warranty in case stuff happens.
I talked to a guy at Brown's, and because that's who was working on a Jeep, and I asked him. I said, if I buy the headers from you guys, if I buy Mopar headers and have you install them, do I void warranty? He goes, that's a really thin line. I said, but it's Mopar product installed by certified Mopar mechanics, so how would it void the warranty? And he wasn't really sure.
Yeah, I think you're hitting on some gray area for them.
It's kind of.
Well, that's why I think a lot of guys, what they do is they get their RTs and then they start putting SRT parts on it, like the manifold, like the headers. And I think when they bring it up, they don't know. Like the mechanics at Dodge, they see it as a legitimate Mopar product.
Right.
So I don't think they can.
Right.
But again, you're not seeing the full advantage unless you tune it, unless you tune your car. So, you know.
And Dodge Mopar don't tune. They don't.
No, they don't. They don't.
You know, because you could buy a whole stage 3 Scatpack system. It's the cam lifters, heads, exhaust manifold, the horn. It's like $7,000.
Yeah.
So now,
to me, that's a little blow.
To me, I look at it like that 7 grand. It's going to be another 5 grand to have it all done. I could take that and again put towards something bigger.
Absolutely.
You know? Or pull the motor and dump a
392.
You know, look at like that guy at the show. He had that orange Challenger, the 426.
Yeah, that was a 392 that got poured and stroked.
He goes to me, go ahead, ask me how much it cost. I'm like, no.
How much? How much?
He said between the price of the car and doing the motor was $130,000.
Oh my
He's got
God!
twin turbo. He told me the twin turbos were $30,000.
How much was the motor alone with the stroking? 25.
I think that's what he said.
Shit.
And Jim from True Street did it. You know, and I mean, I visited his shop because I wanted him to do my headers for me. He talked me out of it. He says just doing shorty headers doesn't pay.
Yeah.
He goes, you know, he goes, I recommend for like $6,200 to do cam head, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, now I'm at 6,000, and then I'm at this 1,000. So
yeah.
So I just left it alone. I put Flowmasters on. I got the sound that I wanted.
Yeah. No, it sounds great.
You know,
very low. You know, like the exhaust pitch was deep, very deep. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like was how they did my tips. The place that had it. You know.
Did you change it around?
Well, they didn't do.
You know what I would do? I would do the quad tips.
I'm
gonna
probably cut them and put the quad tips on.
Yeah, they look good on Challengers.
You know.